Good morning, good morning. It's your girl. Yo, and it's Friday. TGIF. It's Friday. Let's get it now. Friday. Oh, Friday, baby. Ow. Stay tuned. We're going to end the week on a semi high note. This is talking. The streets are talking. The streets got a lot to say right now. First on the bill is, they closed down Alligator Alcatraz, right? I told you guys that like maybe a month ago. Well, guess what? They were housing 1,800 detainees, but somehow 1,200 of them disappeared. Like no record of them, nothing. But the families are asking questions. So you telling me only 600 you could find? See, what it was is this, y'all. They just got rid of them. Think about who we talking about Trump. He had the military blow 11-person speedboat, a little boat, out of the water instead of detaining them. He blew them out of, boom, gone. Instead of detaining them for what he thought might be drug trafficking. Say what? 11 people? You couldn't just, people, we're talking about 1,200 lives. People said they found bodies washed up on the shore. Someone even said they seen like a military aircraft. You know how it opens in the back where they be having trucks and all of this so they could fall out in like with parachutes? They said they were throwing them out like that. Can you imagine the horror? What if you can't swim? What they thought? It was just going, the sharks going to eat them up? The U.S. got a lot of explaining to do, but they're not because they ain't never gave a shit. If anybody knows better than anyone, it's black people. We know. I know people didn't think they were special. You see how they just discarded them like it was nothing? That is exactly why Japan said, hold up, wait a minute. You ain't going to just take our people. Hold up. We're going to send an airplane. We want all our people accounted for. We're going to send our own airplane because they seen what you've done. I feel horrible for the families who lost people. RIP to all of them. Blessings to all you guys. But this is the devil that we're dealing with. Because, yeah, these people are different. And I hope you remember that when it comes time to anything that's about to happen in this country. Remember that more than anything. Another thing is he just keeps adding on to the things that he's doing. It's just crazy. It's like our Attorney General, Pam Bundy, her and Erica Kirk, the newly widowed Chuck Kirk's wife, they have something in common. They've been knowing Trump since they were teenage girls. Pam Bundy even got a picture with her, Trump, I guess her homegirl, and you know who else? Epstein was a pimp. Yeah. Now, how Erica met Trump is that she got in one of the pageants. You know he owns all the pageants. He like them young, is what I'm saying. So she represented Arizona in the Miss USA pageant. And then later, after the pageant was done, she started a nonprofit in Romania. 17 started a nonprofit in Romania. So the nonprofit was to help orphanages. So she called it Romanian Angels. But after, there was a bunch of kids missing. So the Romanian government was like, what's going on? And they got rid of her. They kicked her out of Romania because they found out she was trafficking kids, allegedly, to the islands, to all of that. See, Erica was a bit chummy at the memorial with Trump. Even though everybody say he stinks, she was hugging on him like they had a relationship. I'm saying. He was looking like, whatever, like you're too old now. You're 36. You're too old now, girl. Yeah, something. Because she wanted to take over her husband's spot. They didn't dug that up on her. So because of the Romanian Angels, she ain't going to be taking Kirk's spot anytime soon, is what I'm saying. She may be quiet for the rest of the year or from now on, is what I'm saying. It's crazy. Here we go again. The DOJ, the Department of Justice, has eliminated another report. The latest report that they deleted with like It had a report, a whole study on how white supremacy outpasses all extremists. They just deleted it like it was nothing, like it wasn't important, you guys. Pay attention to all the things that I'm about to tell you, okay? Before that, a few months ago, they deleted national database for law enforcement of misconduct. So that was the database for misconduct of law enforcement. They deleted it. So now, if this police officer did something in, say, New York, and he moves to Florida, nobody knows because they deleted the misconduct report. Pay attention to everything I'm saying. This is all adding up to something, y'all. Then just yesterday, Pete Hegseth, our defense secretary, he called in hundreds of admirals and generals to Quantico. And people are speculating on why they're being called. Like none of the members actually know because nobody told them yet. Now, it's one of three things. Physical fitness test? I don't think so. Briefing on the state of defense? That could be possible. Or the mass firing of officers. I'll take number 3 for 200, Alex. That's what I really think. That's what I really feel is happening. Look, people, it's getting crazy in these streets. Crazy. I want you guys to add up all of these things and all the things I said in the last week or two. All of these things are hinting at one thing: acting martial law. They are trying to do everything they can to get us out on these streets. But see, we as Black people stayed in so there wouldn't be any shenanigans. Here we go, saving America again. We stayed in. You think it benefited us? Yeah, but it also benefited everybody else who were protesting. Because nobody got shot. People got arrested, maybe got a little hurt, but they didn't get killed, is what I'm saying. During the BLM thing, it was a lot of murders, a lot. So pay attention to what's going on and see what they're doing. Martial law is real, you guys. You should pay attention and get to know it. That's what the streets are saying. Say it with your chest. So look, for the last 2-3 episodes, I've been telling you about a civil war. MAGAs and white supremacists would love to have a civil war, but they want it between Black and white. It's not going to be like that. It really isn't. It's so much, like I've said, I don't know if you're paying attention or what. Like, this is somewhat big. So let me explain first. Martial law is the temporary control of a country or region by the military rather than the civilian government during state of emergency. It is typically a measure of last resort used when civilian authorities are unable to maintain order, such as during a war, an insurrection, or a major natural disaster. And it's crazy because when this law, if it comes about, I'm hoping it doesn't, but every single thing that's going on now is so that this can happen, right? That's why they keep prodding Black people to get into this and get into that. And we maintain our cool. And we've been sitting down since the election because we decided that our ancestors protested and protested for centuries. And we just not going to do it anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to sit back, be cool, and watch the world around us crumble. Because when we were out there, when it was our plight, nobody, and I don't care who you are, not one Latino, none of y'all, no immigrants came to our aid. It was very few of you guys out there, very few. But a lot of you have enjoyed all our inventions, our culture, even though you think we don't have one. You use our vernacular. Some even use the word nigga and gave you a pass on that. So look, this martial law thing, what will happen is there will be a suspension of civil liberties. That means it can include freedom of speech, but they're taking away now, right? Freedom of assembly, imposing curfews and restricting movement. Feel me? Then the military law over civilian law. And if you weren't in the military, you don't know what military law is, right? But the Supreme Court has ruled that the military trials of civilians are illegal if civilian courts are still operational and functional. But if not, you have to go under the military. Another thing is constitutional limits. The government cannot violate constitutional rights, and a declaration of martial law is subject to judicial review. But the thing is, in this country, if you notice, they run all of that. Our current president, basically owns all of these people. So they're going to do whatever he says. You see how the Republicans vote? And some of them whack ass Democrats too. They ain't for us either. It's crazy. So habeas corpus, right, is the privilege which protects against unlawful detention, may be suspended in cases. It's already happened as we speak, you guys. Judicial review. It's just so much. Basically, what I'm saying is all of this is to enact martial law, but they think it's just going to be against black people. It's not. When they enact martial law, it's for everyone, and I mean everyone, unless you're in the government. The mere fact that they want to do this and they're going to great lengths. You see the production they put on for Charlie's assassination and all of this extra stuff they're doing. It's to start a race war. But as the good book says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So, like Celie said in The Color Purple, until you do right by us, everything you do will never work. I had to say it with my chest. All right, people, it's that time. I gotta leave you. Look, but before you hit the weekend, I wanted to leave you this time with a little quote. All right. This quote is from Malcolm X. That's one of my dudes, man. I love him. He said, we need more light about each other. See, because light creates understanding. Understanding creates love, and love creates patience. And patience creates unity. I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and let's create that light.